Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, it's been 7 months since the Byarm fiasco. So I think now that the dust has blown over and everybody's calmed down, I think it's a nice time for us to be able to take a look at the statistics, take a look at the numbers, take a look at where she is now to see if there has been any lasting damage to her credibility, to her business, to her YouTube channel that has come upon her being outed as a scam artist. For those of you who do not know who Byarm is a travel vlogger, and she had offered a service to a number of her subscribers, and a number of her subscribers actually took her up on her offer to pay a certain amount of money so that they could fly over to wherever she was and she would chill with them, she would hang out, she would teach them, she would do nice things with them, and she would charge them pretty lofty fee, if you ask me. If I was a teenager, I wouldn't be able to pay $2,000-3,000 to fly to Dubai to drive around in a Jeep in the desert. But apparently these girls had that money. A lot of these girls actually paid out money that they had been saving up for a very long time. And this is why so many people were aggrieved at what she did. What did she do? Byarm took it upon herself to take the money and then do everything in her power to skim that money as much as possible. So yeah, a lot of those people took flights out of the United States to go and meet her in Bali or in Dubai. But in some cases, they would only get a one-way ticket. Unbelievable. In some cases, they would have to pay their own fare to get back to the United States. It all seemed to be going wrong for Byarm. There were a lot of angry people, and those people started making videos about her. And when they started making videos, other people started coming out of the woodwork, started giving us their experiences of when they went to meet Byarm. None of it was positive. And so, of course, Byarm took a slight dent to her credibility. But did any of that money get back to any of her former customers? Has she managed to save herself? Has she managed to redeem herself? Did she manage to mend whatever damage she had done to her own personal self and also to her business? Well, that's what we're going to try and find out for today. But first, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, and click the bell notification. And please consider supporting the channel on our Patreon. Link in the description. I'd also like to ask you to please follow the Oversight channel, the channel that is there to help you to invest on the African continent both safely and securely. Link also in the description. So in today's video, we are not going to go over whether she did or whether she didn't do what she did. I think most of us will agree that something happened. We didn't want to start accusing her directly. I don't think that anything positive would come out of that. What we wanted to do today was take a look at more the analytics, the numbers, take a look at where her company was. Take a look at how many people are viewing her YouTube channel now as opposed to, say, a year ago before this stuff blew up in Byarm's face. Where is the best place to look for these things? Well, naturally, the best place to look would be on Byarm's YouTube studio, but we do not have access to that. The next best thing is Social Blade, this is a website which analyzes other people's YouTube accounts, and I was taking a look at the numbers. The best thing that we have to take a look at what exactly she could be earning or how much she's making monthly. It gives us a lot of information. How accurate this information is, I don't know, because I'm taking a look at this information, and as a YouTube creator myself, this information is, I don't know, it's questionable, but we're going to try and work with it anyway. So Social Blade is a pretty easy website to navigate. All you need to do is stick in Byarm's YouTube channel name, and then up will come the numbers. I'm taking a look at the total subscribers weekly, and it looks like she's on a net negative at this present moment for the numbers of subscribers. So it looks like her subscriber base is going down. I can't tell you for sure, but I don't think her subscribers were going down before the fiasco 7 months ago. I remember that she had 279,000 subscribers. And if we take a look at how many subscribers she has now, it is 265,000 subscribers. That's a net negative 14,000 subscribers that have just disappeared into thin air. Now, why are they leaving? Now, I'm not sure, because I can take a look at this subscriber account and I can take a look at the subscriber count that she had 8 months ago. And I can tell you this now. One of two things have happened. She's either hemorrhaging subscribers slowly but surely, or what happened is around that time, a ton of subscribers, maybe 20 or 30,000 subscribers, left her channel. And at this moment, her channel is building itself back up again. Think that if we look at the big picture, 14,000 subscribers is not going to break the bank. But it does give an indication of where her YouTube channel is going. And we can pretty much be sure that everything else is going to be following like this. Not just her YouTube channel numbers going down, but pretty much everything else that is to do with Mary Jane Byarm and her revenue 100%. So let's take a look at the number of people who are watching her videos, let's say 8-9 months ago. If we look at those numbers, you could see that she was getting 47, 21, 58, 52, 39,000 views per video. Not really healthy for a channel that has 280,000 subscribers like she had at this time. I don't think that her channel was in a good way even before the fiasco broke out. I truly believe that her revenue was going down because her videos, they're not that good. I'm just being honest with you. I truly believe that it was all down to perhaps the quality of the videos or the types of videos that she was putting out. She doesn't seem to put a lot of effort into her videos, and I think that is perhaps the problem. I think that if she put a lot more effort into her videos before, then she wouldn't be in this situation. I could see that there was a gradual decline actually, because she wasn't making that many videos. But the reality is this: her videos are not really videos that you want to just watch and continue watching for as long as you want to. You know, the type of videos that you will see come up every now and again in your suggestion box, and if you like it, then you will click on it. But the thing is, she is relying a lot on her own personality. She does have a hardcore group of subscribers that will always support her, which is a good thing. I think she needs this. But it is not enough for her to sustain whatever life she is living. So I hypothesize. I think about a year ago, she started losing views on her YouTube channel, and I don't think she knew exactly how to put things right. At this time, she started offering people the chance to come over to Dubai, to whatever country where she was in, and for a fee, she would pay for the tickets, pay for accommodation, pay for everything, and then she would have a second stream of revenue because she could not rely on the YouTube revenue. Her views just keep going down and down. She has 12,000 views, but I'm looking at the types of videos that she's getting the minimum amount of views on, and it's the skydiving videos. I'm not sure why, but people aren't watching these skydiving videos. People are watching videos when they see her playing with her hair or with her body on show. People are watching those videos. So you need to be able to know who your audience is. And your audience are really pretty simple-minded young women, and that is perhaps part of the problem. Mary Jane Byarm doesn't really care about her subscribers. She cares about herself, and she cares about her money. So those are two things. But the reality is this: she needed to keep an eye on the types of people who are subscribed to her. You can tell that she doesn't care about them, so she didn't look at them. She just continued making the videos that she always made. And I think she fell out of favor with a lot of people because you could just tell that she was not putting enough effort into it. So things weren't looking good, and then boom, the fiasco happened 7 months ago. And if you take a look at her numbers 7 months ago, the numbers of people that were watching her videos blew up. So she was getting 111,000 views in this video, almost 500,000 views in the next video. So you could tell that lots of people were going to her channel. And the funny thing is this: I think a lot of people were going to her channel just to see who she was, and then I think a lot of them were writing a lot of nasty comments in the comment section. That's if she had it open. I think she did have it open at the time. So there were lots of people that were just going there to see who she was and to give her a piece of her mind. Oh, we're going to destroy your channel, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, not knowing that they were actually doing the opposite by going to her channel. They were blowing her algorithms right out of the roof. So she would have made a lot of money at around that time. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? She posts rather inconsistently, and I think that is also part of the reason why this channel that has 279,000 subscribers is sometimes getting 14,000 views. If you got 279,000 subscribers, you're not going to get 14,000 views, especially if you're feeding people the same content that made them subscribe to your channel for. I think that this is part of the reason too. I think she changed over time, and the one woman who was out to be adventurous, to be that girl next door, she all of a sudden came out and started making videos like she was a YouTube star. And as soon as that stardom goes to your head, you start to lose track of who you are, and you start to lose track of who your subscribers are, your fan base, the people who put you there in the first place. 3 days ago, she made a video and it got 4,000 views. So I truly believe that one of two things is happening. It's either her channel is gradually going down, or her channel was going down, went down dramatically, and is starting to fight back up. I have a funny feeling that it's the latter. I have a funny feeling that her channel is going down gradually, slowly. People are starting to lose interest with maryjanebyarm, and I have a feeling that she's going to have to inject some new energy into her channel. So the question is, has this had a lasting impact on her business? Well, of course, she hasn't been asking people to go away with her anymore. She has cancelled that business, and she is now living on a budget. Things are getting tighter. COVID has made things much more difficult for her to fly around much more difficult for her and much more expensive for her to fly around willy-nilly. It is her business, it is her job. She's not doing anything else. Such a phenomena. She really is somebody who had tons of potential, and she threw it all away for a bit of money. And the thing is, now she's lost more money than what she would have made taking it from these young ladies and not paying them back. Have they been paid back? No, they haven't been paid back. Only one person has been paid back, but everybody else is seeing a bit of money here, a bit of money there, and we're talking 7 months on. It must be hugely frustrating for them. I'm sure maryjanebyarm has not been communicating with them and being forthwith with them about the information about when they would get their money back in full. This is probably because she genuinely doesn't know herself. This is not the way a business is run. You cannot do this type of thing. You always got to have backup. And guys, I would say that you need to make sure that you have backup. I know that the vast majority of you guys are in your 30s, you're in your 40s, and you would never go to meet this woman in your lives. A lot of these young girls are easily influenced, and they did have that problem. A lot of them had never traveled before. For some of them, it was the first time they'd been out of the United States of America. It's really sad to see the demise of maryjanebyarm. I'm struggling to see how she can gradually get herself out of things. I think one way she could do the same thing I did. I started making better quality videos, and because I was only posting once a week, and I think I did that for a month, my views went down. My views went substantially down. So in order for myself to bring those algorithms back in my favor, I'm making a video a day. I don't know if you've noticed this, but yeah, I'll be making one video every single day. The YouTube algorithms love consistency. They love you posting your videos at a certain time every single day. If you can do that, your YouTube algorithms will blow you up, and it will push out your content to people who wouldn't necessarily see it. I think this is something maryjanebyarm should do. I don't think she should turn her back on her YouTube channel. I think she should try and focus on being more consistent with her content. And I also think that she should put more energy, put more effort into creating content that is viewable for a larger audience. It is quite obvious that maryjanebyarm's shenanigans did not pay off in the long run. In the long run, her legacy has been damaged, perhaps even permanently. I really hope that she can do something, but at this moment, I have very little hope for her. Not all is lost. She can do something. Like I said, there are tools and ways and tricks that a person with a subscriber base of 265,000 subscribers can do in order to pull herself out of this situation. It's all up to maryjanebyarm. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that maryjanebyarm is trustworthy again? What do you think of her channel? What do you think of her videos? What do you think of maryjanebyarm? Let me know in the comment section below. It'd be really good to hear your opinions on this. So guys, that's all I've got time for today. I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'd like to give an extra special thank you to my Patreons, and I'll see you in the next one. Until the next time, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.